This is not like, oh no, we have to go to hell and like spiritual above. Like this is what makes a physics expert shiver in the night. Jack Frost is the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Hello and welcome to The Answers 11, the smartest icebreakers from the dumbest dudes, wishing you a very merry Christmas, you filthy animals who celebrate. And if you don't, a happy holidays to the rest of you, because at the end of the day, weird questions improve conversation across the board. So, if you want to make some small talk at your next holiday party, do it the right way with some thematically accurate and yet still incredibly stupid questions from your favorite god of odd, Connor.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Holidays. When are you more in need of having something else to talk about than a holiday party?
I'm going to be straight with you. I do want to cut you off because I'm hilarious, but when you started doing those ho, ho, ho's, I thought you were just going to start fucking Morse coding your message as like a Santa under duress for this entire podcast. I'm like, Connor, we are boned already.
Set that as my, hey, listen, I'm going to slam dunk my New Year's Eve intentions for the year too. I'm going to learn Morse code 2025. Have that ready for next year around Christmas.
God, man, that would be the most insane thing. But yeah, no, you definitely need conversations during holiday season. Keep saying what you were saying. Unless you were drowning, then I can save you.
No,
Let me know.
It. That's all I have to say.
It's cool. Sounds like you're as useless as ever. Moving on to our special guest. Totally part of this podcast, but not. It's still Erin. She's still here for all the holiday episodes. What's up, girl?
Happy holidays, everyone. Hope you all are eating cookies and pies and not having a care in the world right now. I have many cares in the world and have had like 0 cookies, so I have a lot of catching up to do over the next week and a half.
0 cookies is not even close to enough.
I had this whole list of like 7 types of cookies I wanted to make for Christmas this year. Not a one yet. I really got to get busy.
Do you at least have the white fudge Oreo under glass with the printed break in case of emergency ready and raring to go?
Do.
Okay.
I have it stored away out of reach, so I can't have it prematurely. But now it's time. I can take it down.
I did the same thing. I got mine in during like November, and I was like, Leah, put these away for me, please.
Cannot.
A joyful Yule and a prosperous entire fucking year long from your humble host, Evan. That's the 3 of us. We're introduced. Back to the banter. Cookies are delicious. I'm sorry that you're not getting any, Erin.
That's okay. I have, after Friday, I don't have work. So cookies, they can go into the new year. Don't need to cut cookies off on December 25th. Very
true. This is totally a bummer for anybody who's listening to a podcast because this is a visual joke, but it looks like Kirby's jumping when I adjust. So it looks like he's doing the little bop.
For the visual explanation, Evan does have a fantastic Christmas sweater, a new fantastic Christmas sweater, not just the Spyro Christmas sweater of years past. Now we have Inhale Kirby puffing gently on a very nice pink and blue sweater. It's lovely.
Yeah. We bought this thing 3 times from Target. Once because it was on sale, once because it was full price in my size, and once because it was my size and on sale. Got to get them deals when you're poor, man.
That's forever. You'll never need another sweater. I'm sure you'll get one.
We have returned the junky ones.
Oh, okay.
We're not just fucking amassing sweaters, Connor. Like I mentioned, we don't have money to be spending.
It's like, so for me, and this is something that comes up around holidays in particular, around the winter holidays. Evan, you might remember a certain bottle that went on sale at a very particular liquor store.
Are you thinking? Wait, is it Purple Drink or Van Gogh?
Neither of those.
Evil.
But very close. Yes, that's it. The Evil,
Okay.
spelled EVOL.
Because backwards, it's love.
And there's a skull on it. It's not very good branding, honestly. It doesn't really make that much sense.
It's not very good liquor.
No, but it does have a really nice, like, Christmassy spiciness to it. And I do include a couple of glugs in every batch of homemade eggnog that I make, which, and I have 2 fairly full bottles of it left because I bought a few of them all at once when they were like, I don't think
They were
I'm
like
exaggerating.
$2.
Yeah, like $6 altogether.
Because I remember our friend Joey bought a case of this stuff that we call Purple Drink for $0.25 a bottle. They were giving it away. They were sick of having it in their liquor store.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I thought that you were doing that, but with the sweaters, that you were just buying a lifetime supply all at once. So you could replace them as they wear out for the rest of your life.
No, like I only wear Spyro and Kirby during the holidays. So like they are hopefully lifetime supply because, it's getting, 80 wears, which is like, that's what I feel like a t-shirt gets more wears than that in its lifetime.
Probably. But you got to watch out for those moths, which apparently are classically a big clothing threat.
I've had moths eat my sweaters. I don't know how. Yeah.
Erin, have you lost any? Is this just a place that you grew up kind of a problem?
Never have.
Yeah. No, it was
where?
after it was in my closet back at Dad's house. I took out a sweater when I was like done with, like, I was finally moving out, and I was like, oh, I'll pull out this one because I liked it. And I saw like a bunch of holes in it. I'm like, oh, that was cashmere.
That's too bad.
It's okay. My favorite one still works and is very, very tight to my body because I am a lot larger than I was 15 years ago.
That's the way it goes a lot of the time.
Oh, bodies. So this has been fun banter, but let's go right into.
Whoa.
What?
Are we not going to take the annual visit to the Krampus storytelling corner?
Holy shit! You've got another?
Of course I do.
Fuck yeah! Okay, hang on.
I don't show up empty-handed.
My dude, I'm sorry. This was not premeditated or pre-planned. I am flabbergasted. But before we go into it, Erin is the queen of the Krampus corner. Look at the shame. Look at the shame on her face.
I have talked and thought about Krampus so much over the past week. So I think it's a national pop-up, but there's this thing called Miracle that partners with like bars and or restaurants to bring like a Christmas pop-up to different places.
Okay.
And every year we go to one that's in Malden, which is the town next to Medford. And this year we went, and I got the drink called the Krampus because it was like a spicy tequila drink. It was like ghost tequila, I think like hibiscus, hellfire bitters, maybe like a chili liqueur. It was very, very good.
Sounds good.
Sounds like acid reflux waiting to happen, though.
I mean, I've built up my spicy tequila tolerance. Like, let's be for real.
Good for you.
That's my power. But it came in a mug of Krampus's head.
Oh.
And like you were drinking from his mouth, and like it had 2 handles, and they were like his horns.
Whoa.
I had 2 Krampuses. I was lit up like a tree. Bought said Krampus mug. Took him home with me for $20. Go home that night. I opened TikTok. Fucking 6 videos of Krampus marches in a row. Every 5th video to this day, and this was like a week and a half ago, is a Krampus video. And I have gotten Krampus romance books brought up on my TikTok.
Oh my god. I bet it is so heavily BDSM.
It's like some of them are free on Kindle Unlimited, and I have Kindle Unlimited, and I'm like, do I just dive in, just see what it's all about, just like open up to a random chapter? But literally, I'm getting like, hear me out, Krampus, and I'm just like, what side of everything am I on right now?
If you do, I need the too long didn't read. I want your book report, please.
I like that it's free, and hold on, I honestly think it has like 3.7 stars. It's Kidnapped by Krampus. Like, it's like highly rated.
See, this is exactly what Krampus is for. Krampus lets us get rid of all of our dark Christmas impulses in a place where they're welcome and okay to have. So we don't have any more like Santa / fic.
Do you have the mug?
Oh, I can go get the mug. But hold on.
Get the mug.
I'm really fascinated. I do want to see the mug.
We gotta see the mug.
I want to show you guys. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Yeah, I just saw a lot of words. I just saw a lot of words that I don't know how to read.
It's an audio format, Erin. You're gonna need to give us a taste.
Kidnapped by Krampus. Wow. Holy shit.
This is the cover art.
Krampus is, two listeners, Krampus is fucking built.
Cut.
He is built and shredded at the same fucking time.
I'm like, I read the back cover, and I think he's like the CEO of some company, and the girl, the like main love interest, is like, I guess, going to figure out if it's like a real Krampus or if it's like some guy like cosplaying as Krampus. But I think it's
wait, he doesn't have a human form. He's just sexy goat man the whole time.
I think he's just sexy goat man the whole time.
Man.
Okay.
That's
my
crazy.
Krampus corner is almost done, and then we can pass it to Connor. But the
all
mug
good.
has been.
While you get the mug, I do also want to point out that I really appreciate that the author of the book or the artist of the book. Hang on, Erin. I'm talking that we're not cutting to you yet.
I'm holding out to my reaction.
I know,
and
Erin,
I will have one.
There is an art to our really shitty social media presence, and we need to finish the thought first because we're really bad at that. But I like that they put the velvet on his horns like a reindeer. I just thought that was a really nice touch.
Like, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, so it might just be you might just have like bad pixel quality, but it looked fuzzy from here. So I'm chalking that up as no, it is velvet.
Fuzzy.
I do hope that there's an animal expertise corner of the internet who can correct me on this, but that might be a very deep reference to Krampus being in the beginning of his mating season.
I just know that it peels off and it looks fucking metal and bloody.
Yeah.
All right. Show and tell. Krampus mug. Let's get that big old beautiful holy shit.
Oh wow.
It's a mug, but it's got piercing eyes.
I would also just like to say, so they sell a ton of their mugs. There was one Krampus mug for sale, probably because they were like, who in their fucking right mind is going to buy this thing? I was shocked when we asked. And I had enough Krampuses where I was like, he's kind of cute. The whole time at dinner, I was just like, is he cute? And I feel like the girls sitting next to me were like, is this girl okay? Look at him. No.
He's not cute at all, but I love him. I'm so glad that you own it.
I do have a warm, fuzzy feeling about it, but it's not a cute feeling.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I mean,
it's one of those things that it's cute because you own it because you're cute. Like the transitive property doesn't work when you're not just grinning next to it, Erin. As a mug in and of itself, like, it's upsetting, and that's why I love it.
Yeah. And so when you first said, and it's like you're drinking out of his mouth, I thought that it would be like you've got to like French Krampus to get the booze out of it, but now it feels a lot more clearly like he's a mama bird with a cocktail for you that you need to take, that he is like processed and regurgitated for you.
Wait, no, I'm like kind of actually looking at this now, because first when they did bring this out, I kind of thought it was a toilet. Like, it kind of looks like an open toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know if they're like screaming faces.
Yes.
Oh,
like,
that's so good. Oh my
Like,
gosh.
there are two little people he stole.
Wow.
Do you know the artist who made that? Because I know we don't have much of a platform, but I still want to platform them because that's fucking radical.
That's art.
All it says is Miracle and Shima, Shima Ceramics. Great work. Great work.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you say they thought nobody in their right mind would want to buy one of these, but when just based on the description, only solidified by actually seeing the mug, I thought, oh yeah, those people are just begging to have their mug stolen. You don't make a Krampus mug without expecting people to throw it in their purse. Of course.
Well, you know what they do now?
Guys.
They put a hold on your card for $20 if you get like a fun drink mug, like no matter what it is, because so many people have like stolen them.
You got to put a deposit down on your
Oh,
cocktail
man.
vessel.
On
So good.
All right, so fun fact, I am on Shima Ceramics, and they're all fucking metal, dude.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they've got Cthulhu mugs. They've got scorpion bowls that are actual scorpions. There's a Barracuda shot set. My personal favorite is the most monstrous Ariel, the Little Mermaid I've ever seen.
Oh, that's very good.
They're fucking great.
Oh yeah, no, the Miracle folks, they picked ceramic maker experience in the Eldritch.
Yeah. So, two listeners, if you're into this kind of weird shit, I can't recommend enough. They are art. Oh my god, they've got a sexy mermaid with like a tiki head. Oh, it's very good. Also, looking at the prices, Erin, how the hell did you get that for $20?
It was $20. I'm like, wow. I feel like it was a steal. How could I not get it? $20 when they retail for almost $200?
Yeah, shit's great. That's very good. Big fan. Highly recommend. All right.
Damn.
All right. Now that we have fully lost our two listeners because we've only talked about visual things for the past 30 minutes. Connor Krampus. Corner. More consonants.
You might remember from our last Krampus Corner, we talked about how scary it was for Frosty the Snowman to exist and the underlying tones involved in that.
And how it is the only magical thing that people have ever experienced in that land. And he's just taking children.
That's right. Now, I'd like to ask you both, what do you know about the entity called Jack Frost?
Nothing.
Honestly, nothing. I've never seen a movie, never heard a story.
I know.
I know there's one lore by the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer people, but I'm like, this ain't Rudolph for Santa Claus or the little drummer boy. I don't care.
Now, first off, I find it disturbing, just in and of itself, how little Jack Frost there is out there, because there's a lot about Jack Frost that is like rife. Like it's just perfect for Christmas storytelling.
He's nipping at your nose. That's all I know.
He does. He nips at your nose. That's like the only thing any of us know, really.
Chomp.
Now, there was that weird, like, claymation Christmas movie. I think Jack Frost got one of those.
That's the one I was talking about, the Rankin Bass ones.
There you go. And as far as I know, he's just there to put the frost on the season and kind of herald winter.
What a lame job. I don't like this man.
He also appears in the Santa Claus 3. As basically second fiddle, jealous, I wish I could be Santa Claus, but I'm not, kind of a holiday entity.
I do remember that from literally talking to Leah about it yesterday.
So I would like to suggest that Jack Frost only allows certain media to be made about him.
He's a key propagandist.
Because if you are going to personify the chilling of the air and the layering of frost that comes with winter, it's not an incredibly powerful ability in and of itself. But a lot of people die during winter. Let's not forget that. And if Jack Frost is personally responsible for chilling everything and like yeah, that's where the ice is going to go. Then, like,
Con-
Jack Frost does murder thousands of people a year.
Connor, what is the condition where you lose blood flow to your limbs and appendages and lose them called?
Frostbite.
It's a little bit more than a nip.
He's coming for you. Now, and here's the other thing, right? And
Yep.
you think, well, turning of winter, it unturns, doesn't it? It yields to spring eventually, right? Eventually, we don't have winter anymore. So, like,
Yes,
balance in all
and
things. And in the grand scheme of things,
I am improv man. Yes, and keep going, Connor. Fuck yeah. This is your podcast. Go, Connor. Yay.
if Jack Frost wants everything to freeze, when will Jack Frost be truly happy?
When hell freezes over, he's killing Satan.
I will tell you, I would put Jack Frost as the most malignant force in existence. And this is a non-religiously malignant force. This is not like, oh no, we have to go to hell and like spiritual above. Like this is what makes a physics expert shiver in the night. Jack Frost is the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Fuck you. How do you come up with this shit? I love that. God damn it.
Jack Frost is responsible for the lessening of warmth and the transition from life-giving atmosphere to deadly conditions. Jack Frost was spawned at the moment of the Big Bang and slowly and gradually will claim every last inch of existence.
He is 0 Kelvin personified.
It's the long, slow creep that defines our existence.
Are you okay? Is everything all right? How did you enter this headspace, and what can I do to get you out of this?
I'll tell you, I did think like, oh, I got to do a Krampus corner. Who else could I talk about? It took me 15 seconds. It took me a lot longer to dig into the repercussions of he is cold. But Jack Frost was my first and only candidate for the job this year.
Man, being cold sucks. How can I make this scary? Yeah, fuck. You hit the nail on the head, man. That's really good. In
the grand scheme, no mountain can stand to the rain. Eventually, it will all be flattened. And in the grandest of schemes, there will be no movement, no life, no energy, only Jack Frost.
Incredible. Well, thank you for starting off our most joyful of episodes with our fucking Halloween episodes are less spooky than this shit. We're less fucked up on hell Christmas, let alone real Christmas. Move over, Jesus. It's time to be weird. Oh man. All right. Let's have the fun. Most important first question of the holiday. How have you been?
I'll tell you more of the Santa's elves side of the holiday experience than the Santa or the child gift receipt kind of thing. It's been busy, been rough, a lot of work lately. It's a shorter Christmas season this year because we've got a late Thanksgiving, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, not as much prep time, not as much Yule anticipation as we usually get. It's all been kind of cramped into a tighter corner.
Krampus.
Been
Krampused into a corner.
Been Krampused into a tiny corner. Evan, spoilers.
Welcome to the Krampus podcast.
That's the mid-book reveal of that slash fic that Erin was telling us about just a little while ago.
What, that you're Krampus?
Into the corner. No.
Oh.
God, no. No.
Is this working algorithm? Krampus.
Krampus.
Have we been boosted yet?
So yeah.
Fuck.
Still looking forward to it. Still like, be off of work very, very soon.
Yeah.
And today is Christmas Eve, so I'm already off of work. I'm already having a great holiday time.
Love that for you. It's wonderful time of the year. Well, I'm glad that you're going to jollied up despite the longest delay and everything. Dude, I'm sorry. I gotta go next, Darren. I'm fried too. It's
Evan's wanting to be a dentist too. He wants is to be a dentist.
Dude, I know I'm a fucking misfit. I want to just hang out with that little doll. She looks real sweet and fun. I just want to like play cards with her and
Good singing
I don't
voice.
know.
Her defect is just like that she has like depression.
So do I, man. So do I.
I'm like, fit right in. I'm your best friend on the island.
So, yeah, just work is also kicking my ass. It's one of those times of years. But apart from my general proclivities towards the holiday season, we're jollying it the fuck up, my dudes. We are back in the land of where Christmas actually happens and not just, I don't know, whatever Seattle was. And
it's 50 degrees out, sir.
Yeah.
It is like 60 degrees in Massachusetts right now.
I know, but at least we got snow.
When did we get snow?
A couple days ago.
Missed it.
Yeah, and there was also snow in western Mass too. Anyway, but no, we got a big old decked out Christmas tree, and we got some garland up, and we've been watching Christmas movies and stuff. So like we're in the holiday season, and at least it's not work. So I'm vibing on that. Hell yeah.
Jolly it up.
Looking forward to doing the fun part of the holidays, in my opinion, which is showering my loved ones in gifts. Unfortunately, I need to figure out stuff for everybody, and I'm running out of time. So, to distract from that fact, let's see how Erin's doing.
We're going to go 3 for 3 on not
Holy
the best,
shit.
but not the worst.
Okay.
We're all jolly but stressed.
I don't know what, and it all sounds like work is like also a contributing factor for all 3 of us, but I swear to God, people become more batshit insane the second December hits. And it's just like, I don't know if it's like all the stuff everyone has going on personally, if it's like people just putting pressure on everything because like end of year, like all of this stuff. I honestly just want to give everyone like a mushroom chocolate and be like, take a breath, take a moment. Think about this for a second. Stop.
But getting high gives me anxiety.
Well, you roll the dice. You roll the dice and see what happens.
You take your chances. You pays your money.
But once the laptop shuts, definitely trying to be a little holly and jolly. But it's one of those Christmas seasons where like I went to Marshall's before this because I needed to like buy my mom just like a couple little things to like round out her gift. I was in there for 5 minutes with so many I was so overstimulated. The lights were like felt like they were beating down on me, and I was just like, oh, it's not fun when you're an adult sometimes. You're not just like vibing and like flitting around like super excited. You're like, oh I have like this to-do list and you gotta like check everything off.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is fine. But clearly, like, we're decorated. We have a little jam advent calendar that we've been opening up every day, trying fun little jams from Bone Mama. Watching a lot of Christmas movies, mostly like Hallmark. We hand painted a little Christmas village. Got poinsettias all over the place. So, dabbling in the holly jolly.
Dabbling.
This is dabbling for me.
You sound like you're neck deep in the holly and the jolly.
Dude, Con. Erin puts Mrs. Claus on notice when it comes holiday season. Dude, she had fucking bats coming out of her TV for Halloween. Like, she goes ham.
That's cool.
Wait, they're still there.
Yes. Look at those bats.
Cool as hell. Nice.
I was like,
Erin, you gotta do me a solid.
Hats for them, but I couldn't.
That's what I was gonna say. You should make Santa hats and tape them on them.
I was like, just little baby Santa hats. I thought it'd be so cute.
Oh my god, dude! Fucking order some construction paper off of Amazon if you can't make it to Joann's in the next 2 days, and I will help you make them.
I'm glad that that's like everyone's thought. It's like keep the bats up, just decorate them for
Yeah.
other holidays.
I love
Anyway,
that.
I got Christmas bats, kind of.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll accept that this like what I would consider a spectacular holiday performance is just middling for you, and that's fine. I hope that you get to bask in how great you're doing, even if it doesn't measure up to your expectations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah, I don't.
yep.
I feel like this is where I take after our father the most. Is like, I'm a decorator. I'm like, shit has to be unlocked. I'm like, I have to do like 4 different like themed meals throughout the year or throughout the week. So as of right now, no themed meals and only a couple movies. So I'm like, Mrs. Claus is putting me to shame right now. I gotta flip the script a little.
I mean, you got to let her get a W once every now and then, right?
You can have this one.
Just keep it close. All right. Let's get into it, gang. Oh no. Oh no, guys. I hate to worry you, but there has been a little bit of trouble up at the North Pole.
Oh no.
Santa's reindeer have eaten some of the ecoli carrots that have been going around.
Oh no.
What is Saint Nick's B team roster?
Oh no. Okay. Now, all right. I'm gonna take this first. So, first of all, if Santa hadn't gone all woke and started supporting the minor reindeer who don't actually help anybody, he would have a bunch of reindeer ready to go because they wouldn't have been fed.
Okay.
Wouldn't have all had the same tainted carrots. But now that Santa's all like fair and equivalent and egalitarian, everybody's getting the same carrots.
I thought you were gonna make jokes about like organic food.
No.
I did not understand this hard shift that you were making.
I am going to say that we do need a second round of Rudolph. The lesson that we did learn with the original Rudolph was a reindeer, even with a freakish mutated nose, still a valuable animal that we need to treat with respect. So
Okay.
What animal that isn't treated with enough respect at the North Pole is going to get a crack at running the reindeer slot this time? A swarm of rats.
Okay. It's a swarm of rats, not a rat king?
It is a swarm of rats.
Okay.
And there may or may not be a rat king inside of it. None of these rats will have names, so we don't need to memorize a new list of Donners and Blitzens and Cupids and whatever.
I mean, especially when it's like, what, 48 of them?
Oh, dude. Hundreds.
Oh, shit.
How many rats do you think it would take to have the same horsepower as one reindeer?
Dude, I don't know, man. I saw some fucked up rats in Seattle.
This is a whole bevy. Like, all shapes and sizes are welcome in this rat swarm.
All right.
So we've got little ones and big ones.
Okay, cool.
Because we're not judging. We're not just picking the most able-bodied animals anymore. We're taking the reject rats too.
Santa's like, fuck, man. I got my 1 day of work a year. I can't fuck it up. Okay. All right. Why the rats? What is the benefit of using them?
Well, first off, it provides camouflage because reindeer, very distinct silhouette. A swarm of rats, that could be a cloud.
What a fucking nightmare descending upon. Like instead of hearing the sleigh bells in the distance, you're like, hey, that storm cloud looks like it's getting closer. Why is it wriggling?
Yep.
And you just hear them skittering on your roof like
That's
fucking
right.
a downpour of rain. Like,
That's right.
I'm not excited. I'm terrified.
No more clatter on top of that roof. No more hoof beats.
Quick, bolt up the chimney flue so they don't get inside. Oh no, they're chewing the rafters. They're like fucking termites. What do you leave out for them? What you don't leave out, what you don't have under lock and key, they will eat.
Santa's gonna have some competition for the milk and cookies.
Instead of fucking just like little like footprints in the snow, it's just a deluge of rat shit.
That's right. And we don't need to leave carrots out for the reindeer anymore. You just leave your trash bins open, and the rats will help themselves.
Oh, they don't need to be open. They'll find them. You think Santa can handle hundreds of rats? He's barely got them hooked up to the sleigh.
It's a courtesy. Swarm of rats.
So it sounds more like to me that Santa didn't choose his B team. His B team chose him. He just caught a bunch of the vermin that the layoffs weren't able to get rid of, moving the sleigh. So he's like, well, fuck it, may as well make do.
That's right. Yeah. They started chewing on the leather harnesses, got their way into the flying carrots or whatever. That ecoli did not bother the rats. They were fine.
They already had it.
No, in fact, they put it there because they wanted this job this year.
Oh, God almighty. Erin, do you have a way to save us?
Sorry, I went a little Krampus on my answer.
You are Krampusing it up.
Having a tough time getting out of the corner this year.
Honestly, the scariest episode to date. My answer came to me all of 3 minutes ago, and I'm gonna go with Christmas bats because they would look really cute in Santa hats.
All right.
Oh, I love it.
I dig
Don't
need no magic. They already can fly, baby.
Okay.
So
comfortable at
and
night.
I guess similar to a rat cloud, I feel like bats are like a little bit inconspicuous, could just be kind of anything. They know what they're doing. They can see great at night. And why not add a little cute spook to Christmas?
Yeah, you've got your bright red nose built in. Fog.
Exactly.
That means nothing to the bats.
You're good to go.
Not to keep it in the creepy, but again, bats echolocate. So now let's think of a swarm that is big enough to move a magic sleigh, and then the fucking unified scream that they're using to know it's in front. Santa's not coming with sleigh bells. It's just sonic booms.
I've got good news and bad news. The good news is that bats do echolocate at a frequency that the human ear cannot hear. The bad news is that that's not true of all animals. And so you won't have the same warning. You'll just see animals freaking out.
And then again, another wriggly cloud coming in the distance. But then again, they do all have Santa hats, and I'm assuming little jingle bells on them.
Yes,
so
they're
it does help.
definitely dressed up.
Are your rats dressed up, Connor? I was assuming they wouldn't be.
Not at all. No, I think like in this scenario, I could see a lot of very lovely elves making tiny hats bespoke for the bats. I think they would do that for the rats as well, but the rats would eat those.
I'm imagining the rats just like matted bloody fur cysts and missing patches and stuff.
God.
Just rats.
Yeah. Well, depending on your time dilation theory on how Santa gets around the world, if like that all happens in real time for Santa and his reindeer, and it's actually like a few days of effort, those rats might have a whole different batch of rats than you started with. They might go through a couple generations.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm liking it. I really like the idea of the bats because that is cute. Bats are cute.
Bats are cute.
Okay.
Oh my God, we had this
little fruits out for them too. How delightful.
I know this is like more audio than visual, but I gotta find. So at my last job where I met my partner, we had this picture of bats that are upside down, so it looks like they're all like curtsying with their little wings out, and we would just send it around at random for no reason. It was always just bats upside down. They're very cute. Very cute.
That's great.
These guys. Look at this motherfucker in the middle.
That's pretty fun.
Looks like a mean dance party to me.
Getting down.
We love
all I want for Christmas is that bat. Very good.
All right,
Very
Evan.
good.
Do you have a non-swarm answer for us, or are we
Yes.
just going to go with another wriggling cloud?
No. We are going with another wriggling cloud, but it is not a swarm.
Okay.
So I was thinking in my iteration, the jolly old elf himself was testing out a couple of different animals to see how well they do, and I don't know how he does it. I'm chalking it up to magic. That I don't think Santa needs to go fast to be able to hit all the good girls and boys' homes. I think he just needs to get there, and I think a giant squid. Just
Oh, fuck no.
a big hot balloon of an animal with a sleigh on top.
Nope.
And Santa's just coasting through the sky, tendrils dropping presents, like reaching into the windows and just putting it under the tree, like a fucking, like a jolly kaiju.
Whoa.
Nope.
Thinking of the sounds that makes when it hits the roof, the tentacles going down the chimney and depositing its suckered presents. Whoa.
You don't need 8 reindeer when you got a bunch of little flappers to help with the presents.
Yeah, eight tentacles. Well, actually 10. 2 tentacles, 8 feet for a squid. So
yeah,
it's even one better than Rudolph on top of the original 8.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be pulled. It's just rested on top. Santa's got this like hot balloon Zeppelin kind of casual going through. He could take the scenic route this year with the giant squid.
So efficient.
I hate this so much.
Why? I think it's wonderful.
I'm having a hard time processing. Okay.
Of giant squid. Petrified.
Why?
I think if the Kraken is real, we're all fucked. He gets out, he figures out how to breathe on land. We're done. Done for.
Hey, Erin.
How he flies.
Erin, do you know what you fucking sound like to me? You sound like Yukon Cornelius. You're picking on that abominable snowman. All he needed was a little love, and then he's helping decorate the fucking tree.
I will love the Kraken from afar. I don't need him flying over my home. Okay. God.
Just think of his little fucking beak, just chomping on whatever you leave it.
I'm thinking mostly about the giant eyes that gleam out in the night.
Oh wow, the moon's beautiful tonight. Why is the moon getting closer?
That's no moon. Biggest eyeballs in the animal kingdom, pretty sure.
Thank God that none of us work for Santa Claus, because I think we've done a bad job with this one. I think we fucked up, guys.
The eyes are like a foot across.
Yeah. All the better to stare into your soul.
Ew.
Hey guys, do we need to reverse our Halloween Christmas episode next year?
You just wake up on Christmas morning. You don't smell pine. You don't smell gingerbread. You smell seafood.
What? Does anybody else really want sushi right now? Erin's having a moment, guys. Oh no.
Erin's diving in. She says she doesn't want to be anywhere near the Kraken Christmas, but she's Googling fiercely.
Guys, it looks like she's lost her breath, that she's having a panic attack.
60 feet.
Yeah, that's big enough to carry a sleigh and some presents. Yeah.
That'll get the job done.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
This was my reaction the first time I Googled giant squids, and it hasn't calmed down in the slightest.
Sweet. So we're gonna have this energy for the rest of the podcast. Let's find out what we're continuing with.
This is so horrific.
Hey, Erin, we need to do a real hard whiplash. We're going away from horror and into not horror. What band needs to make a holiday album?
ABBA.
The Creeping Cadavers.
That's a joke for 3 fucking people, and they're all on this podcast right now. Fuck you. You know they did, and it was Halloween. Oh, man. Is that your final answer? Asks Regis Philbin.
No, I know. I've got to follow up. But Erin had an answer first.
Erin said ABBA already, so let's let her gush. Jesus fucking... Go listen to the Creeping Cadavers. They're fantastic.
They do
I haven't
Halloween
heard
stuff.
that name in so long.
Dude,
Wow.
I listened to them like a month ago. They fucking hold up.
Are they on Spotify?
I don't know. Probably. Dude, all I know is they played like a charity show last year. Like, they still do music every now and then. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nice.
Good for you guys.
Yeah. ABBA is a really good answer, though.
Aaron, ABBA. Talk about ABBA. Google while Connor's talking. We're running a tight ship. Don't get on the naughty list. Otherwise, the Kraken's coming for you.
Oh my god. So ABBA is one of my favorite bands. They have like a Christmas song, but not a whole Christmas album. But like,
They do?
I think it like kind of recently came out, like within like the 2020s.
Whoa. This is great news.
No. I was like looking this up the other day because I was like, they don't have a Christmas album, do they? And I saw like one single. But try to be in the bad mood when you listen to like any other ABBA song. Like, even if you're listening to like The Winner Takes It All, which is like really a brutal, depressing like breakup song, you're vibing, you're having a great time. Is that not what you want from your Christmas tunes? Is not that the vibe you want for the function? So, I think a disco-y, dancey Christmas album would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I would listen to the ever-loving shit out of that.
Well, because I'm like, the closest thing I can think of right now is Cher's Christmas album, which is 10 out of 10. Bought it on vinyl. It's on display on my wall. Peace, love, Cher. But like, ABBA could do it even just like a touch further. Just a little touch further.
Okay. 2021, by the way.
For the ABBA single.
Yep.
Okay. I'm getting This is already paying off in dividends.
I'm definitely here for that, Aaron. I like there's not as many dancey Christmas songs. Like the only
and like I don't know, because I've fallen into the trap the older I get. Most of the like Christmas music I listen to now is from like the 40s and 50s or like Tchaikovsky. Like very
You've been listening to
like,
Tchaikovsky since you were like 15 though.
I know what you gonna do. But very like crooner Christmas type of vibes, you know?
Yep.
Just rather that than like a Michael Bublé or like a Mariah Carey.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I don't love those and they're so overplayed, but sometimes I'm also like, I don't just need like Bing Crosby just like at me all the time. Like I want to like pump it up a little bit.
It's the voice
but, like,
of the season.
Mariah Carey vibe. Oh my! I like blew away everyone on my like stupid holiday party. That's like not really a party. It was like Christmas trivia. It was like a group of people at work or whatever. And one of the questions was, what Christmas song is like still to this day the highest grossing single of all time? 2 days previously, I watched White Christmas, randomly Googled Bing Crosby, found out that over 50 million copies sold worldwide, and it's still the best-selling single of all time. And everyone's like, how the fuck do you know this? Yeah, best-selling single ever.
Would have thought it was that one Mariah Carey one.
Voice of the season.
That's what everyone guessed.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's like, that's what I think the movie came out in like 1954, so still in like the year of our Lord 2024, best-selling single of all time. Not just like holiday music, but just ever. Pretty impressive.
That's really neat.
Anyway, not Bing, ABBA, they would do it right.
Evan, what you got? What direction are you heading in? ABBA's a very strong start, and especially because there's already a single out there that I do need to listen to.
Yes. I never thought to check if they did this, and I'm sorry if I'm stealing yours, but my gut reaction is Real Big Fish. We need ska Christmas.
They've got an EP. They've got an EP.
It's not an album.
Not an album, but I'll tell you, that EP, proof that they can pull it off for sure. They do. Carol of the Beers.
Oh, happy Scala days. Oh, that's very good.
Yeah, no, they're Whatever You Celebrate is one of my absolute favorite holiday songs, because in that way that like the crusty, cynical ska band that sings all the time about like everything sucks, but we've got horns, so we'll get through it. Whatever You Celebrate is a very sentimental, very sincere. I just want everybody to enjoy their winter holiday. You don't need to celebrate Christmas. I just want you to enjoy yourself.
I like that.
Really lovely.
I think Less Than Jake would be a good backup for them, because it's the same like era of ska, but also like grumpy old man but horns vibe. But I'm going with Real Big Fish because they feel like they're not only are they willing to go do this, they are interested in going headlong into it.
Yeah.
And I think they could do some real cool fun stuff with the horns, like I mean, like you said, Carol of the Beers, like just any stuff that's like really interesting. Like sonically, they can fuck around with them horns. And also, my favorite non-religious Christmas song is "We Need a Little Christmas," and it's the version with the dude. And Leah just told me his name, and I forgot already. But it's not Christmas for me unless I hear that one. And the radio never plays it with him anymore. It's always like the Rockettes or something, and it bums me out.
Johnny Mathis, perhaps.
Yeah, that's the version. But I think like Real Big Fish has that same level of like, I'm really grumpy and I'm old and things are shitty, but like, you know what? I could be happy right now. Let's fucking do it. And then just horns. Just give me horns. It's like Dad with the Mannheim Steamroller of just like, he wants a lot of electronic harpsichord nonsense. I'm like, just do the same shit but with horns. So
and it gets at all what Erin was talking about, having a nice dancey, like higher energy kind of a Christmas track. It's a nice thing.
I can only think of two danceable Christmas songs, and it's Feliz Navidad and the Mariah Carey one.
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree? No?
Yeah, no, that one. I like I said, I could only think of. I wasn't thinking hard.
All right. Well, there's.
I'd say I was good at podcasting.
5, maybe. I don't know.
But there are definitely some dancey ones. I'm
but
like running
enough.
through like a compilation in my head. Maybe not enough variety, you know.
And
you
aside
have, like,
from the Real Big Fish
subset.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, Connor.
And-
bring us home on question 2, because we got a long night left.
Yeah. Settle in for a long winter's podcast.
Man,
I've got
the three of us sure know how to fucking talk.
I've got another person who's dipped their toe in the water for Christmas songs.
Okay.
And also I've just been listening to a load of Tom Cardy lately. But he already has 2 Christmas songs.
Fucking loser.
I am so deep into Tom Cardy lately. And he did just release an album, which is great. It's The Dance Floor at the End of the Universe. But he has 2 Christmas songs. One of them is Not Quite Almost Christmas Time, which is a Christmas song designed to be played in that period of post-Halloween, pre-Thanksgiving, because it's all about people getting irrationally upset about a Christmas song sneaking its way into November.
I'm one of those people.
Yep.
I just I like Thanksgiving. It deserves its time.
Hey, I don't disagree. And I feel when I listen to I also don't love Christmas things getting put up before Thanksgiving. I like the tension of like holding the dam of Christmas energy back and then releasing it in this giant gush, and you're just drinking from a fire hose as soon as Thanksgiving is over.
It's like the Grinch eating all the food in that one scene. It's just like it just keeps coming. All right.
So he's got that, and he's got another song called Naughty or Nice about like an angry "I'm the boss and I'll tell you everybody what to do if I feel like it" song, which is also a lot of fun. I think he could do the whole album.
Very cool. And I know the few things that I've heard of him tend to be on the dancier side. Is his Christmas stuff dancey? Are we making Christmas dancey? Is that just what we want here in our little triumvirate?
Dancey Christmas. I like it.
Creepy Christmas dance off. I might have to use that as a title. That one's fun. I'm gonna write that down real fast. All right, anyway. Boy, howdy. That's sure another question. All right. So I guess we're getting a little less goofy, more serious with this one, guys. I guess it's just be... No, but it actually is. Unfortunately, I'm not lining up for a goof. Which present, given or received, holds a dear place in your heart? I've got one. I can give y'all some time.
Yeah, kick us off.
So when I was little, and because I don't know, I was probably 10 because I don't remember much of my childhood. So little feels very nebulous to me. But when I was a little kid, I really loved the video game Tomba 2. There was just something about it. That pink-haired boy really latched on to me, and I was like, yeah, this game's great. And I played the demo for Tomba 1 a lot because it came with like the PlayStation demo disc. So I ran through those all the time, and for many Christmases, I asked for Tomba. I was like, can't the elves make another disc? I really want Tomba, and never got it. Found out that maybe Christmas isn't what I thought of it was as a child. Still didn't get it, even now knowing why. And then I'm like 25, and then my mom just like for Christmas sneaks me Tomba 1. Like, she just remembered after many years, and it was pristine. Like, she got a very good copy off of eBay with like no stickers. It had the manual. The CD was in perfect working order, and then I played that game with her, and it's still very special to me. And I actually brought it home from Dad's house. It's over on my what the shelf. That's the word. That's off frame right now because it's like, this is the most expensive rare video game that I have. I'm gonna hang on to this because it matters. So it's just the fact that she fucking remembered and was like, hey, this is the type of stuff that we like playing together. So here you go. Many Christmases late. And I was like, that's really fucking cool, Mom. And yeah, play Tomba 1 and 2 and go thank your mom if she was a good mom to you. And if not, fuck her.
That is cool. And I think the nicest part, I mean, like, it is lovely that she remembered enough to get that for you all those years later, but it's also really nice that it was also an activity that you did together.
Yeah,
I feel like that really deepens the sentiment.
We played a lot of video games together, and like it wasn't like actually like in tandem. It was I played, she watched, and she'd be like, Evan, there's a thing that you missed over there. Evan, here's the answer to this puzzle. And when I was like, hey Mom, do you hear this thing? And then she didn't answer. She was asleep. So that was like, okay, I know we're done playing. I know we're done playing for the night. So yeah, it's a lot of nice memories, and I'm really grateful for that. And
cool.
Yeah, just want to share. What about you guys? Be sappy or not? I don't know. What have you given or received?
I can follow up, and it is a received gift. It is. It's tough to remember all the little tiny things that were magic about Christmas. And like 99% of the presents I've gotten never actually registered in the memory bank. But the one that I remember most clearly, that it still like stands in my memory, is like, this is what it was like to be a kid on Christmas. I was maybe like 8 years old, and I was collecting a lot of Pokemon cards. It was the fascination of the time.
As it is today.
Yeah, no, it lives on. That sweet gambling feel of opening up a fresh pack.
Is it Modest Mouse? The more things change, the more things stay the same.
Something like that. Yeah. But I remember it was the first present that I noticed because it wasn't wrapped, and it was standing stacked on top of each pack, a yard of Pokemon cards, all in
What?
their own packs. In my
What?
mind, it was as tall as I was, if not
That's
taller.
wild. Was it like the first stuff, or was it like the Team Rocket or like the Johto stuff? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that deeply. I think I remember there being a decent variety to it.
That's really cool.
But yeah, no, it was just that was magic.
That's really cool. Do you have any memory of like getting a cool card or anything?
Nope. The presentation was all of it. Because, like if you were lucky, you could beg for one pack
Yep.
at the store. Maybe on your birthday you get like 6. And this was just like dozens.
A million cards.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. What card would you want? The Connor as you are now, like money aside, like they cost nothing anymore. You can just have one Pokemon card. Which one do you want?
If there were a holographic printing of an Ivysaur from the original run, that would be my card. Back when they were like splotchy watercolor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, Erin. I know our family hasn't been the most sentimental, but have they done anything right by you, or have you done right by anyone?
I am just gonna kick it back to last year. Not my family, but my partner. So my new family, I guess. My
Okay.
adult family. Oh, background, my partner and I started dating in 2020, which obviously is when like the world shut down. So for a really good chunk of our relationship, we didn't do like big outings or anything together. And we don't have a ton of nice pictures together. Like selfies from when we're traveling, but especially because so much of our relationship has been during what was a pandemic. We never really had any nice like photos of us or anything like that. And last year in October, Marielle and I flew to the Redwoods in California for a wedding. And we were like, it was like cocktail hour, whatever. One of the photographers came up and was like, "Oh, do you want like a picture?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. Like, you can take our picture, like put it on the website or whatever." And Mar had the picture printed out for me and framed it. And it was the last gift she gave me on Christmas morning. Fucking sobbed for like 25 minutes, just uncontrollable crying. And I don't
That's
know
so
why.
Because
But
it's
it was
incredibly
just like,
sweet.
it was nice to have like our bodies in a picture, like not just like taken by me because I'm the tall one in the relationship, being like try to get like the ocean in the background. So and she was like, "Oh, so, like she's holding a napkin in it," and she's like, "I'm so sorry, I'm holding a napkin. Like, sorry if it's not nice." Literally cried for like a half an hour. It's like on display, and it's like my most prized possession. So yeah, that was the first present I've ever opened that made me have like a physical reaction in that way. And it was very unexpected and very sweet.
Nice.
That's
That is sweet.
absolutely lovely. It really is. There's something about those like hyper personal or like handmade presents that are they're just special. They're just special.
Yeah, I think at first I was like, she thought that she wasn't gonna be able to top the Pyrex gravy boat she gave me because I was super stoked about that last year. Like super excited about that. Picture did top it. It topped a Hosier vinyl and a Pyrex gravy boat, so you can
Dang.
tell it means a lot to me if it topped Hosier and Pyrex. So
Yep.
just saying.
Hosier for scale.
Unrelated to podcast. Got to double check. You did pre-order the Spice Village, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Cool.
You don't know about the Lennox Spice Village?
No.
Connor is the cutest fucking thing in kitchenware. It originally came out in I think like 1984, and they're re-releasing it. So I guess it was probably like the 40th anniversary because 2024. And they are like kitchen spice jars, but they're all little cottages. So it's like 24 little like pastel-y cottages that you can just put your spices in, and it's the cutest freaking thing.
Oh, dip.
So
That sounds pretty good.
I definitely want to get like a shelf and like put them on display as like wall art kind of, and like obviously use them. But yeah, they're all just like little pretty cottages that you can put your spices in. Obsessed.
That sounds adorable.
So Connor, Erin told me about them. It's like, hey, keep an eye out at the Goodwill for this kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, we'll do. Not knowing anything about it. And then Leah was like, it's like the Lennox Spice Villages, right? And I'm like, yeah, I think that's what she said. And she's like, you know, those things go for like thousands of dollars for full sets, right? I'm like, what?
Whoa.
I was thinking like they were like $15 when they were like originally released. I know that was in the 80s, but still. But it's also kind of wild to think, none of us were alive yet, but to think that something that's like 40 years old is like vintage enough to go for $2,000 on eBay is like enough to send me into a spiral. Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean?
So the reason is it's because it's the price for a full set, because to get the full set you need to it was a subscription service, so you would need to sign up for it, and then you would need to stay signed up for it. So, you know, as money changed or what have you, people would fall off. So not a lot of complete sets were out there.
Gotcha. Huh.
So thank God
also for visual. These are like what the little like houses look like.
Oh, Google it, folks. They're adorable.
They're houses that say spices on them. They're cute as fuck.
They're so cute. They're so cute. Okay, sorry.
You just have to put fake snow on them to make them Christmassy, so they fit in the podcast. Oh my God, she loves the idea. Look at that. She's agog.
Done. I love that.
Got it in one. All right. Speaking of got it in one, we are moving on to another one of our questions. Oh no, you're on the naughty list. How are you convincing Santa to change his mind?
Can I make a request? Can we all just agree not to do the Santa baby routine for this? Can we all just leave that off the table?
I've got the sex appeal. Just because you don't have that confidence in yourself, that's Santa. Not my fault, man.
He's a married
I will
man.
Sashay up to that old man.
He's on record as having the longest marriage running of all time, as far as I can tell.
I don't know if it's open or not. You're gonna find out.
It's been going for a while, but depending on how traditional, but you got to keep things new. Okay.
All I know is I've been told that my hips don't lie before, and I will swing those fuckers around.
No. Not to like sidetrack this, because I know we're supposed to stop going on tangents, but like, you guys have obviously seen like A Year Without a Santa Claus, right?
Yeah, but Erin, this is how conversations work, and the podcast is showing how conversations work with weird questions. So, like, technically tangents are fine. But
every time I watch A Year Without a Santa Claus, which I do love, I want to punch Santa in the face so fucking bad, because he does not deserve Mrs. Claus. So if he ever has the audacity to step out on that woman, done. No. Fall in the volcano, Santa. He does not deserve Mrs. Claus based on that like one movie. She literally finds motherfucking nature to bring the heat miser and the snow miser back together so the magic can like happen and people believe in Santa. And like, she goes to the actual ends of the earth, and Santa's like, I'm fat and tired and I'm not gonna do this, and he's out here. Oh my God, don't even get me started.
So Are you just going to Mrs. Claus to get on Santa's nice list? Like, what is his answer?
You're gonna tell Mrs. Claus. You're just gonna butter her up and tell her what a huge fan you are of all her work.
Erin's going right to the top. She is skipping the middle manager and going to the real boss. Mrs. Claus, I know what's up. Put me back on the thing.
The power behind the throne.
I didn't have an answer yet, but yes, that Mrs. Claus is the answer.
That's a pretty good answer.
I love that movie. I love that Christmas special, and every time I watch it, I'm like, this man does not deserve this woman. She is the spirit of Christmas. She is what keeps everything going. So yeah, I guess I would, befriend, appeal to Mrs. Claus, make her see reason, get me back on the nice list, bake some cookies together, have a
Yeah,
grand old evening.
y'all would get along. We were talking about how much both of you love decorating earlier today, so that tracks. Also, don't really care for that movie, but I do love Mrs. Claus in it, so I see where you're from.
She does so much. So much. And he's just whining the whole time. And
I mean,
she really
he's
gets
a man
it
when
done.
he's sick. Men when they're sick are really, really whiny.
Oh my God, don't even get me started. I literally haven't talked to a man besides like you two, Ben, and my father in like 5 years at this point, but don't even get me started on other men when they get sick. It's
All I know is
insanity.
I do everything in my power to not be a man when I'm sick. I am very break the stereotype.
Connor, how are you when you're sick? How do you handle it?
I've been told I'm pretty fine about it. And now this comes from my mother, who does not hesitate to give me constructive feedback if I need it. But I have heard her say, all men except for you are awful when they're sick, which it feels like a pretty high compliment.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, because she has certainly not excluded me from all men when she didn't feel like it in the past.
I not to tell stories out of school, but I remember our mother complaining of like, hey, touch my forehead. Am I hot? Like, yes, you're still sick. Like, what is touching your forehead going to do? How is this going to help you? It's like, oh dang, I'm not like that, am I?
Are you? Are you?
No.
Good.
Leah and I like to joke how we've swapped roles. Leah's very upset when she's sick, and I'm very like, I'm not sick. I will keep doing. So, you going, Connor, or you want me to?
You go. Let's see. Yeah. How are you? How are you getting back on Santa's good side?
Dude, if I'm on the naughty list, because like I've done some bad stuff and still been on the nice list, so like I feel like Santa's standards are really fucking low. So if I got on his naughty list, like I've done something wrong. So I don't think there is any reasonable amount of time to rectify it, because I'm also not very bright or forward thinking. So I'm not going to do anything like realize this with enough time to like rectify it in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I figure out that I'm being a dick in like, I don't know, August. I can be like, all right, let's clean up the act before the big guy sees it. But like, let's be real. It's December 10th and it's like, ooh, I got 2 weeks. I don't think I can do it. I'm doubling down. I'm going to bribe the motherfucker.
Whoa. What do you get the man who produces everything?
Well, he doesn't need toys. What is Santa's weakness?
What?
I'm gonna make him a delicious fucking meal. Like whatever he wants, however many fucking courses. Like the restaurant is closed, baby. I have got the client. I am going to bribe that guy with as much gastrointestinal pleasures as that man can take. You want some drinks? I was a bartender. You want some baked goods? I got depression. You want a delicious dinner? I have to cook for my household. I've got the skills. I have the ability. Let's get me on the nice list there, Santa Claus. What do you want? Let's make a deal.
Yeah, I mean, the elves make lots of toys. There's no denying that. And sure, like, I imagine Mean Cup of Cocoa, I bet they put together a very nice Christmas feast, but I don't know if the elves would, like, really feed Santa all that well the rest of the year. And if they don't know how much variety they'd bring.
I make an incredible oven pizza. I've got a pizza steel and everything.
Yeah.
I will hook you up, my dude. You want a delicious, juicy burger? Like, I've got a belly like you, my dude. I know the pleasures of good 80-20 chuck.
Santa might be hungry for something modern. Who knows when the last time it was that he came into the rest of the world and had something other than milk and cookies.
I will hook him up. I know enough. Like, hell, you've been like, hey, Evan, here's a thing I've never tried before. Can you cook it for me, please?
Usually, I don't say it quite that directly. Usually, I just say like, "Oh, Evan, this is cool to cook. A person could do it," and you're like, "Yeah, me, I'll do it."
Yeah, but still, so it's like I don't have good credentials, like, but I've got them.
Yeah, and you've got the ambition. You're not intimidated by a dish. You go for it.
Nah. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I think I got to double down. I think I gotta to like tickle that id of Santa and be like, hey, I know you're not supposed to, but like we can cut a deal right now, my man.
It's a strong pitch.
So
go into finding his heart through his stomach.
It's classic. All right, Erin, how you rectifying your situation?
Aaron already went. Aaron's
Already
talking.
went.
Oh, it's you.
Aaron doesn't get
Guys,
my turn. Aaron
I'm
does
gonna
not
be
get
honest.
my turn.
I'm really drunk right now.
Yeah, that singular chocolate orange beer that you've been housing.
Yeah, it has hit me.
Well, not
Take it
to
away,
worry.
Connor.
So first off, I have no regrets. So if Santa wants to give me coal, he can fucking do it.
I thought you were gonna say he could go fuck himself. I'm like, damn, Con.
Check. If he's gonna put me on the naughty list, I'm not gonna blink about it. So under most circumstances, judge me if you will, Santa. Fine. But in the spirit of the season and of hitting the criteria of this question, if I do need to get back on Santa's nice list, I will do what I'm positive all of his elves have done before and promise him indentured servitude. Where do you think his workforce comes from, folks?
So is this like a devil's bargain after you die kind of thing, or
Could
does he
be.
just like shrink you immediately?
I'm guessing it's a gradual process. I think that you slowly elfify over the course of your service. And that's the tricky thing, is that he promises you training so that you'll be able to produce the toys that he needs you to do. But he doesn't tell you that the training and the alphifying that you need to go through slowly erodes your will to return to society as a human being. And it's only when you have met the quota that you promised him that you're released. But by that point, it's North Pole magic. You're sticking around.
I feel like we're back in the Krampus corner.
Damn it.
I was about to
Damn
say,
it.
Connor, you got it real creepy. Like
Damn it.
we almost made it
Circles
through the
right
rest of it. We got one question left, and you got it back to creep zone.
I am who I am. And this is probably how I got on the naughty list. my Christmas irreverence.
1, fuck you, Santa. 2, elves are slaves.
Elves aren't slaves. I'm sure they're very fulfilled, and some of them can probably become dentists if they want to. They got to have a whole society up there,
Dog,
right?
I remember indentured servitude from history class, and even I was like, man, that shit's slavery.
It's dabbling in slavery for sure, and not a lot of folks like releasing people from that contract, and you probably can't read all that well if you signed it in the first place. So
That's really good. That's really good. Well, thank God we're not ending on a high note. We got one more question left there, folks.
okay, all right. I will try to keep the Krampus out of my holiday spirit.
Well, here's the trouble, Connor, because this is a question that is open to all. Because what would be your ideal tree topper, regardless of tradition?
Perfect. I could no. Okay, no, I don't need any Krampus. Maybe a little bit, but not.
Okay, not Krampus.
No promises.
Cthulhu.
Never mind.
Fuck.
I can't promise anything.
Satan himself. Damn it.
Okay, no, I do have an answer for this, and judge me. You tell me how Krampusy this is gonna get.
Is
So
it just a skeleton? Are you just doing an angel skeleton?
that's really good. I do like that. That's pretty good. But no, but you feel free to hold on to that for your answer, because that's solid.
Well, thank you.
I do appreciate and respect people who, on a like personal basis, are very keep the reason in the season and like focus on the Christianity that's been injected into the Yuletide holiday over time. And people should and ought to celebrate Christmas the way they like to.
Right. And
I don't like when people go too hardcore about it and they start complaining about like society-wide, everybody else. Like this is not a controversial opinion. Nobody really likes that, but some people do that. But I do like when you take a concept and turn it up to 11 so that it goes past the point where it's too much and it comes back around to being something else entirely. And I am going to top the tree with the absolute goriest crucifix I can find.
You're not ever getting off the naughty list, my dude.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
We watched The Passion of the Christ together, my dude.
Yep.
Never saw that. I never want to see that.
It's rough. It's a rough watch.
Yeah. And we had to do it for school because we went to a Catholic school.
Yeah.
So why?
I just, it amuses me. I like, because Christmas is the only time when we talk about Jesus and we can go so soft and gentle and wholesome and pure and just stick with baby Jesus. And I think the most like inappropriate way to go past the keep the reason in the season from like, oh, let's just have a couple of creches. Let's keep our nativity scene going. If you go all the way up, eventually you find crucifix and you put that on top of the tree.
And why does that have to be the goriest one?
Well, because that's the past and beyond, isn't it? That's the whole like enchilada. You can't get any more keep the reason in the season than finding the most upsetting way to celebrate Christianity, which is the crucifix. Let's be honest.
You're not wrong. Why are you doing Lent 2.0? Catholics already have their Christmas and it's Lent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why do you have to turn Advent into Lent?
They should all be Lent.
Why are we not allowed to have a little bit of joy? Not just, hey, look what we did. We're so shitty. This is what we did.
I just want it. It just feels like the most non-traditional yet hyper-traditional tree topper at the same time.
You are a nightmare crawled out of a brain and become a man.
And then you got like Santa going fishing ornament like right below that, and like candy canes, and you got your like baby's first Christmas. And then big crucifix.
Are you gonna have the nativity there? And just have the little baby looking up at his dead fucking future self?
I mean, I'm not gonna point him in that direction. It's not important. But yeah, there'll be a nativity around there somewhere.
It's not important. It's the fucking reason for the season, my dude.
Oh,
how are you talking Jesus about both sides of your mouth?
Baby Jesus has just been born. He's not going to be able to coordinate his eyes to look at anything. There's no visual perception past 6 inches from his face. He's a newborn. So what he's looking at doesn't matter.
Okay, cool. So I'm doing a religious one as well, but not because it's religious, but because it's fucking cool. I want the burning bush that talked to Moses on top of my tree.
Oh, it's
just
cool.
An actual fire thing that doesn't actually burn shit forever. Nice. I think it sticks with the Christianity, but it's fucking cool. And then there's warmth and light. The fucking cool thing, the nice parts of the season, not just my dead savior.
That's nice.
But just the burning bush. It's like, hey, look, God's miracles and the love and freedom from this earthly turmoil that we experience. And also fucking Fire's really dope.
Yeah.
I have
a
candle.
And it kind of fits into that like
just
angel,
that,
North
but
Star,
eternally.
tree topper, but
Yeah.
like how the burning bush guided
it's really
Moses.
thematically appropriate. I was really
nice.
really proud of this answer, and then I had to follow up goriest crucifix that you could find. Why the fuck? I understand that your moniker is the god of Erin. Help, Erin, just save us.
I'm gonna take it in a completely opposite direction.
Thank God.
Probably good.
So unexciting. First thing that came to mind was like,
before you go on, Connor, how'd you think that? Like I'm not here to yuck yums because all no qualifying questions. All answers are valid. Why
Really
don't you have that little
that
latch that's in all of our brains that say, "Hey, this isn't for polite conversation"?
Well, I do have that latch, and I let it flap.
I was about to say, why isn't yours fixed? You need to get a repairman up there in that noggin. God, okay. I'm good. All right, I'm composed. Erin.
Okay. Erin, what's your non-exciting first idea? This is just something a normal human being might want on top of their tree.
Just a person putting on an evergreen.
Honestly,
a fur.
Just like one of those rotating disco balls that like roller skate rinks had. That's like the black with like the multicolor lights that just like turns. That.
Yep. That's fucking great.
No blood,
with all
no fire, just vibes. Just vibes.
And just vibes. Yeah. No, it really fits. It's got a lot of the Christmas theming with the like primary color lights.
Like it would so go with these incandescent lights.
Yeah, it would pick everything.
So,
people are really into that kind of stuff with like projections on walls. I know that Dad once returned a star because it didn't have. I thought the star was gorgeous. I thought it was just a beautiful tree topper. He's like, yeah, I'm returning it because it doesn't project stars onto the wall while it sits atop the tree. I'm like, but it's still great. Okay. For that whole Christmas, he kept like trying to get me to validate him to return it. I'm like, no, dude, I love it. I think that thing's great. Yeah, but it doesn't do the thing. Like, return it if you want, but I think it's great. Well, it doesn't have the thing. What do you think about that? Like, I'm fine with it with that not having the thing.
Just asking you the same question 18 different ways, hoping you'd change your mind.
And I never did. But yeah, roller rink disco ball is such a good answer. Honestly, it's the best answer.
Kind of surprised we don't already have them.
Yeah. Easy to acquire, looks good on a tree, goes with all, can be used year round if you're a more frugal type of person. Non-denominational, you're not offending.
It's perfect.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Big fan of that.
You both had good answers. And I had an answer also.
You sure had. You had your answer.
Honestly, one of my favorite things about this, and this is really a shout out to you, Connor. You start an answer. I don't know where you're gonna end. I don't know where we're going. And it's always a journey. It's always a journey. And I'm glad we get to take it together.
I'm glad too. I'm glad.
Do more episodes with him, Erin. Then we'll talk.
I mean, I don't want Gory Crucifix to fully lose its charm.
I'm gonna be straight. I think he just brings out the big guns for when you're around, because like for the most part, he's usually pretty all right.
Usually.
This was a monumentous one.
Different energy.
Yep. Hey, Evan, write that one down in the spreadsheet. Make sure you write down goriest crucifix I can find.
Oh, sorry. I just had goriest crucifix. I will put comma that Connor can find.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's make sure.
Got it.
I want to make sure we're preserving this moment.
We've got audio written, burned into our cerebral cortexes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Well, I don't know how, but you made it to the end of the podcast.
You really didn't have to.
You didn't have to.
Now more than usual.
But we appreciate it. If you want to talk about gory crucifixes or the other stuff that pops into your God of Odds brain, please shoot an email or a complaint at lemonanswers@gmail.com. Sorry, Connor. What was that email account again?
Yeah, that's lemonanswers@gmail.com. Yeah.
Oh, well, if you want to see my Kirby shirt, we're on social media. It's at.
The answer is a lemon.
The answer is a lemon.
Oh, also, I haven't been wearing a black t-shirt this whole time. It's been a Christmas pajama shirt.
Hell yeah. Look at the last minute reveal. It's like those fucking movies that have shit after the credits.
Yeah, it's got a little dog driving a car, bringing a Christmas tree home. There's already lights on it. That doesn't make sense, but that's my shirt.
It's actually really, really exciting. There's something about that tickles like joy. Hope you have a nice holiday season, everybody. Love you, bye. Oh my god, was that our best episode ever?
That was